has changed the most since you were young, and the least?
Communications and morals.
Yeah.
We didn't have television when I was growing up. We didn't have it until I was married, and then we didn't have very much of it. We did not have the internet until, well, you know, when the internet came in. We did not, the world was a lot bigger world because we weren't inundated by everything that was going on all over the world.
Yeah.
And that has caused a lot of stress in a lot of people's lives, because in our lives, we just knew about what happened in our own vicinity. And we really didn't know a lot about what was going on in the United States. We certainly didn't know what was going on in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And even though the internet is wonderful and is one of Heavenly Father's inventions that he inspired being for genealogy and for the wonderful things it does in the church, it has been used very poorly in some by the instigator of all that is evil. And another thing is the moral situation, the materialistic situation is completely different. Yeah. The principles of honesty and integrity and fairness and all of these things and respect of other people and the marriage, and I mean everything is different. And so, I mean, you can just tell Satan's influence, especially when you've lived without it for your first few years. It's very, very prominent now.
What would you say has changed the least since you were young?
Principle of the gospel, anything that's true. And in a lot of cases, the family itself hasn't changed, but those people who don't want to be part of that are fighting very hard against it. But the family, other families all over the world, we found people that had families that loved their children and were good people. And there's still so many good people in the United States that feel that way too.